Hello there, Pisces. It's time for your elemental reading, and this is for the wood rat. All right, this is for 1984. All right, so if you're born in 1984, you're a wood rat. All right. So the wood rat is kind of it's kind of weird how this analogy works, but the wood rat is really connected with water, and especially since we're Pisces, right? But water feeds wood, and wood feeds fire. It's kind of like that. And so that's kind of like the buffer that you have. This is the advantage that you guys have because the rat and the horse are kind of like opposites, all right? So your advantage is that little gap, that little bridge between the water and the fire is the wood. And so it's going to be one of those it's going to be one of those years where you kind of like you feel like you're really working super duper hard, and it's hard to keep up, and you could by the end of the year be pretty tired. I'm kind of feeling that. Yeah, you're going to kind of feel like you're constantly giving and just keep going. It's a fast year. Um, and, uh, you know, as long as you're clever, and the rat is usually very clever and resourceful, so it can bring in new opportunities. But, you know, like I said, the rat is the opposite of the horse. So it's kind of like some of these opportunities might come with sudden changes or unexpected pivots. So just be prepared for that. All right. And the best thing here is to avoid any impulsive decisions. Don't make any decisions that are just too impulsive. And I kind of, I can flow with that. I know what that's like. But that's one thing you don't want to do. All right. And the horse wants to gallop ahead and go, but the rat is going to succeed through careful planning. All right. So, and I feel that your finances are going to be, really good this year because you're pretty good at managing resources. However, during a fire horse year, money tends to move very quickly, and it comes really fast, and it can leave just as fast. Yeah, so be strategic, all right, and avoid, be strategic and be very cautious, okay, with speculative investments. Yeah. Yeah, because it might not turn out. It could be volatile. So don't actually. I would lay low this year. Yeah, as far as any kind of investments go. Um, and this is probably the most concerning thing for you to do this year, Pisces, is make sure that you're uh, getting plenty of rest and drinking a lot of water. All right. Um, yeah. You're going to have to find ways to calm down, or cool down, I should say, not calm down, maybe cool down emotionally or even physically. Yeah. But this is how you're going to be able to maintain your stamina. So you want to maintain your stamina because it's one of those years where you just got to go. So you got to pace yourself and make sure you're getting enough, rest for sure. The horse year encourages social activity and bold expressions of emotion, but to the wood rat, it's kind of, the wood rat is more reserved and more strategic, and this can feel to you like it's a little bit overwhelming. Yeah, you may find that friends or partners may be more demanding of your time and more prone to having emotional outbursts. Yeah. So the thing here, Pisces, is to pace yourself, okay? Pace yourself. I know things are going to be moving fast. You're going to be busy. But the way you succeed is to stay flexible and adaptable to change. That's how you're going to succeed. And, that's why I keep emphasizing on your health and getting your sleep, because it's talking about managing your stress and avoiding direct confrontations. You don't need anything like that. Yeah. And keep a low profile. Don't take any unnecessary risks, this year. It's not a year to take any risks, especially for you guys, okay? Yeah. Now in February next month, when all this goes down, it's going to start off real busy. I got to tell you, and you're going to feel strong and have the urge to start new projects. And it's a good time for planning, but don't commit, all your finances yet, all right? The main thing here in February is to focus on organization and strategy, all right? Now, in March, it can be, kind of like an emotional sensitive month for the rat. And you may feel kind of misunderstood by family or by colleagues. Just practice patience and avoid unnecessary arguments. And the focus is clear communication. You want to just have, really good, clear communication in March. All right. In April, this is going to be one of your very best months. The first half of the year, energy kind of returns, and you may receive some sort of help from a mentor or a noble person. Wow. So, in April, it's talking about networking and career growth. I really like that. Now May, here we go to May. Work life becomes more demanding. There may be hidden complexities in your tasks, so stay observant and do not take shortcuts. As the fire year is the fire year is going to start heating up, okay? So don't take any shortcuts. The main thing here is to focus your details. Focus on your details, attention to details. June. This is a clash month within a clash year. So, in other words, June's going to be probably one of your most volatile months for you. So avoid major life-changing, high-risk investments. All right? Definitely avoid that. And avoid any extreme sports, and keep a low profile. All right? Basically, June is one of those months where you want to just kind of take caution and get your rest. I feel that's really kind of important, especially then, because it's a clash month and a clash year, So you may be, some life-changing high-risk investment or something. Be careful with stuff like that, okay? And make sure you're using your intuition. All right? So July comes, and this is you're going to feel pressure. You're going to feel pressure begin, but it's going to start to ease a little bit too. The pressure that you feel in July is the tiredness. The tiredness. Get your sleep and you'll start to feel much better. Focus on your health and avoid overextending yourself socially. So get your mental and your physical rest. Just kind of go away somewhere where it's quiet. Yeah. Now, in August, it's a real good month for you, especially if you get your rest in July, because this is going to be a really good month for you guys. It's going to help you drain some of the excess fire energy, and opportunities for collaboration or new friendships may appear. So, the focus in August is socializing and teamwork. Yeah, it looks really good for that. It's one of your best months. September, finances come into focus and you may find yourself spending more on lifestyle or home improvements. So be careful with your budget and avoid stress, later in the year, okay? Financial discipline. Be very disciplined with your money. All right? October. Finally, stability returns. And it's a good month for finishing projects that were delayed over the summer. And you're going to sense a duty. You're going to feel that duty and that hard work. People are going to start noticing you. They're going to say, wow, Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Social gatherings. December, this is going to be your own month. It's going to bring you more power, and it's going to also bring more scrutiny, and it's telling you to stay humble and use this time to reflect on what you've learned during this high energy year, all right? Because, in January in 2027, it's going to be a really good upcoming year, much better than 2026. So I like it. Yeah, these fire years, they're hot. If don't have fire in your element, it can be kind of tricky. I don't have fire in mine. I'm metal, so. But fire melts metal. What's going on with Pisces? Fehu. Well, there you go. I see money coming to you, Pisces. Fehu's talking about money. Just be very, very careful on how you use your money and be careful with your investments. And this is also talking about making sure that you take care of your health this year. That's very, very important. Fehu talks about your health. And what else? Thoracicis. Okay. So, right now you could be feeling on guard or something here, Pisces. You could be feeling like, yeah, this could be like, I want to get another rune, but okay, so you're divinely protected, okay? This is just something here that is, you could be trying to protect something here. I feel that you could be trying to protect something. Make sure that you're using your intuition, Pisces, and know this, that, Elhaz is there. Elhaz is talking about protection, so I feel you're going to be protected, all right? There could be some conflict here with some money. That's what I'm seeing here. But, you're protected, so that's good news. And Fehu is in the upright. So just know that. All right, Pisces? All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye for now.